You know, we talk a little shit here. Sometimes it works out well. But other times, it means eating my own words.
Simbine told us he needed patience.
Plays 10.89 there.
So I'm glad I won. Got the world record.
The first meeting of the day was out in LA. But first, some backstory. Sydney Mclaughlin-Levrone, the legendary 4 hurdles world record holder, announces she's running only the 4 hurdles at the US trials. And that's fair. This is the golden age of female sprinting. It's never been more competitive. Just to absolutely walk the most stacked 200 meter field of 2024 the very next day.
Over 200 metres, but here she is against a world-class field, and they're chasing hard. Sydney Mclaughlin-Levrone
A cool 22.07 seconds, beating out Thomas, Steiner, and Prandini, 3 top 30 sprinters in history. We're used to seeing the best 4 hurdler in history struggling in the open 4, but Mclaughlin-Levrone is actually a different breed. She could actually choose whatever event she wants. Fuck me does Femke Bol have a monumental task ahead of her come the Olympics. Now talking actual 4 hurdles, Rai Benjamin, number 2 in history, debuts his season. We saw Dos Santos go crazy last week, opening with a time only 4 others have bested in history, just to get one up 7 days later.
46.8 that he ran earlier this year as well. All Rai Benjamin.
Well, he's opened in 44.4 for the flat race. What is this going to be?
Rai Benjamin in splendid isolation here at UCLA. 46.66.
That is how you answer Allison DeSantis.
Benjamin going 46.64 seconds, a time only 3 others have bested, this including himself. This is ridiculous opener territory, the fastest 400 hurdle times pre-June we've ever seen. And we know what ended up happening those other years.
To do it, the ultimate performance on the ultimate day from the ultimate warrior. 45.
And quickly wrapping up in LA, Kyrie King surprises Tebogo in the 100 meter. A sick race to some pretty alright times. It's looking to me like Tebogo might just be all stamina and no speed.
Kyrie King looks like he's gonna sneak that one.
Michael Norman's return continues to go well, building a nice winning streak, 44.53 seconds.
He's going toe-to-toe with the reigning U.S. champion Devin, who fades at the end. Vernon Norwood closing well there.
We also saw some very speedy times in the 800s. Bryce Hoppel taking the men's in 1:43, and Halima Nakai out of Uganda with a new world lead to boot, 1:57.56. But lastly, the men's shot put continues to thrive. USA's Joe Kovaks with a colossal 22.93 meter throw. Somehow, the second farthest throw this week.
Here in the men's shot put. Again, just not a lot of room in this facility.
Yep, that's right. Number 2. We saw 2 top 15 throws all time this week. The big men are getting hot. And honestly, LA was a good meet, but the Atlanta City Games was a great meet. We had TRP on the desk, it was live streamed by Noah Lyles, and it was free entry to go and watch. Oh, and the results saw the pros spitting on them college kids. The highlights came in the form of both 150 meter straight sprints. A rare event, but the leaderboards are stacked with historic names. And Noah Lyles would further cement himself upon that list, with the equal second fastest time in history, behind only the Usain Bolt, and right on the mark with the legendary Tyson Gay for that American record. 14.41 seconds.
Hughes in second place. The Briton loses by a couple of inches, maybe 3.
And unlike Curly, this man wasn't lying. This time is already crazy, but it goes deeper than that. Gay ran this time at a similar point in his season 14 years ago, and the year prior, he ran his legendary 9.69. Followed by 2 sub 9.8s the very next season. There's a good chance Lyles is cooking up history this year.
Yeah, so we were doing 60s, and they were by far the fastest times I've ever... I'll put it like this, they were Tyson Gay 9.7 times.
And the women's side wouldn't be any less ridiculous. Because while the focus was on Nita's exploits so far this season, Candace Hill, out of nowhere, would steal the win almost off camera. And she had equaled the American record herself as well in 16.30 seconds. What are they feeding these professionals?
So I'm glad that I won, got the world record, and in Atlanta where I'm from, so I'm just very excited.
The world record confusion was a bit of a blunder, but Hill has been on the outskirts of elite sprinting for a decade now, and I'm not gonna lie, her most memorable performance to me was her sub 11 at 16 years old. But today, she's gone out there, topped a stellar field, by a thousandth of a second at that, and deserves all the smiles that come with it. And then the hundreds would absolutely pop. We'd see a new men's world lead, finally, the pros clapping back, and it's our South African hero Simbine, 9.90 seconds, finishing the reign of high schooler Christian Miller in the process. And Omanyala also looked good in 10 flat as well. Aaliyah Hobbs just straight up looked strong out there. She goes 10.89 while easing at the line.
Second place, 10.89 there for Aaliyah Hobbs unofficially.
Answer me this. Who will represent the US in the women's 100? I got Hobbs in there for sure after today, but fuck me, I couldn't confidently give you a second name. And of course, Grant Holloway also destroyed his way to a nil world lead into a negative headwind.
Barriers, watch the gap grow, watch the time, this will be quick, 13.10 for Holloway.
Letting the other hurdle fellas know.
You're locked in here with me!
13.07 seconds. And then like the animal he is, he shotguns a beer. And now it's time for a bonus meet. Spread across this week was the Italian champs. And there must be something in the pasta. Firstly, Fabri furthers his personal best in the men's shot, hucking a number 5 all-time throw, 22.95 meters. I think even Krauser might start sweating with the way these boys have been competing. Furlani also finally breaks the under 20 world record in the long jump, 8.36 meters, and he's been cooking this one up for a long time. We were really just waiting for it. He also then attended the Atlanta City Games days later to take the W in the men's long jump with another 8-meter jump. And crazily enough, his junior, Daniel Inzoli, breaks the age grade 15 world record in the long with a ballistic 7.9 meter leap. TRP said it right on the couch. The men's log has been in a struggling position since the 90s, but give it 5 years, we might be seeing a new golden era. Bloody hell. And that was just this Saturday. 2 American records, 2 junior world records, and how many world leads? And there's still 2 big meets to look forward to come this Sunday. Thanks for watching. See you next time, probably very soon.